So a bit about myself. Who am I? So as you know, my name is Abhishek Singh. I started my career in this industry in 2014, you can say that. Started with a very prominent lawyer who used to be an investment visa consultant as well. So talk about, basically he was licensed by SEC and FINRA to pick up any and every project in the market, do our own due diligence, and then recommend it to our clients. So any decent regional center, we have whenever they came up with great deals, we have recommended those particular projects to people. Mr. DeKirby retired. His name was Warren DeKirby. He retired in 2022, and that's when I straight away joined hands with EB-5 United, because we were kind of recommending their projects since 2017. The only reason why, because they are very much investor-centric. We kind of like their underwriting. That's very much investor-centric. Two things they focus on is keeping your capital safe and a smooth processing of your green card. So when DeKirby retired, I joined hands with EB-5 United, and since then I'm working for them. A little less than 400 investors have, or I should say that I was a part of their journey for applying for EB-5, mostly Indians, some Pakistanis, Bangladeshis, and Sri Lankans. Now let's talk about EB-5 United. Now we are the pioneers when it comes to rural TEA projects. We had the vision and we started scouting for good rural projects way back in 2018 when there was no category called as rural TEA. We have more than 1.2 billion of EB-5 fund raised. We have an immaculate record of not a single failure throughout the history of the company. We have a 100% track record. Everybody who has filed through us, with due course of time, they have been successful. Nobody has ever lost money, and all our projects are in good standing. This is what we specialize in doing. Is keeping your capital safe and giving you a smooth processing towards your green card. And when it comes to priority processing with rural TAs, nobody's even close to the number of petitions that we have filed. Nobody's even close to the number of approvals that we have in the new law, especially after 2022, 15th of March, when the Reforms and Integrity Act took into place. That's a bit about our company. These are our past offerings. Now, I would like to give you a brief background and the process of what exactly is EB-5, what are the different steps involved in that, what are the different petitions involved in that, some approximate timelines around that. So there are two categories of people, who file for EB-5. One category is people who are living outside the US and they are going for their I-5-260 or green card petitions. And then one set of people who are living in the US on some kind of visa, and then they file for their EB-5 petitions. So things that you need to understand that, EB-5 is an investment immigration visa. It's a PR program. We call it a employment-based fifth category visa, wherein one investment of $800,000 is one petition, covers the entire family. When I say family, the definition of family is husband, wife, and children who are below 21 years of age and are unmarried. So if you want to cover the entire family, anybody, either the husband or the wife, can be the main applicant. Two things which are going to be really, really very important and is going to decide the entire course of journey for you is going to be, number one, your source of funds. Number two, the project that you're investing in. Now, the discussion is all about priority processing, so I'll cover the projects totally separately because it's a huge topic. Let me give you a bit of what exactly is source of funds. Now, source of funds is from where the money is coming. So basically, you need to hire, we had a long discussion of hiring a good attorney. So you will have to hire a US immigration attorney. Preferably, you should hire an attorney based out of US, well-versed with immigration laws, very good EB-5 filer, have done tons of cases in EB-5 filing, knows and understands the complexity of the process. So, because the source of funds is going to be the spine of your petition. So you will have, the first step is hiring that attorney. When you hire an attorney, you talk to the attorney about your source of funds, tell the attorney from where the money is coming. In return, the attorney is going to send you a list of documents that you need to procure at your end. Give it to the attorney for review. Once the attorney is 200% sure of your success, then he will give you the green signal, thumbs up, go ahead, wire the money to the project. Practically speaking, for anybody who's looking for like anybody born in India or China and who's looking to get a green card, the only current category you can say that, to get you as fast as possible is a rural category. So hypothetically, assuming that you have, chosen a rural project and you have invested in that, then you can, the first petition that you'll be filing is called an I-526E petition. That I-526E petition with priority processing, we have, we have got petitions approved in less than a month as well. And from a month to almost 11 to 12 months, on an average, it has taken somewhere around 5 to 6 months for I-526E petitions in our project to get approved. Once that particular petition is approved, then you are subjected to something called consular processing. Now, consular processing is is an interview which will happen in the US consulate. You will have to submit your passport over there. They will stamp your passports with something called immigrant visa. That immigrant visa has a validity of 6 months. Anytime during that period of 6 months, you can travel to the US, you can travel anywhere in the US. As soon as you land and you're crossing the immigration, they will stamp your passports with something called permanent residency, and you will get a conditional green card. Now, that conditional green card has a validity of 2 years. 90 days before the validity expires, another petition is filed, which is called I-829. Now, I-829 is a petition to remove conditions on your green card. So what are the 2 conditions on your green card? Number 1, your money should remain invested for a period called sustainment period. And the other condition is that the project did what they were supposed to do. That means every EB-5 investment should create 10 jobs over there. That means every EB-5 investor should have minimum of 10 jobs on their head in that particular project. So a good project will give you good prospects of job creation. A great project will already have jobs created for you in that particular project. Once I-829 is approved, you get your permanent green card, and that's what you filed it for, right? Now, the process is a bit different when it comes to people who are living in the US, and this is a very, very big benefit for them from 2020 to 15th of March, which is called the Reforms and Integrity Act. The first part remains the same. You will have to hire an attorney to do your source of funds. Then you will have to choose a project. Even if you are living in the US, it is very important for you to choose a rural TEA, because that completes the circle for you, gets you all the approvals pretty fast. Now, instead of just filing the I-526E petition, if you are living in the US on a visa, you will be filing concurrently. That means you will be filing your I-526E petition with your I-485 petition. Now, I-485 is adjustment of status and is a bundle pack of 3 petitions, which is I-485, EAD, which is employment authorization, and advanced parole, which is the travel permit. So, once you have filed, your I-526E will take similar amount of time to get approved because of priority processing, around 5 to 6 months on an average. But your EAD and advanced parole should get approved within 3 to 6 months of filing the petition. Now, with EAD, you can hop jobs, stay in the US without working as well, and start your own business. With advanced parole travel permit, you can travel in and out of the US without any hassle. So why are you going for a green card? These are the major benefits of getting a green card. So you technically start enjoying the benefits of a green card as soon as you have your EAD and advanced parole approved. Again, once you have your I-526E approval, instead of consular processing, your I-485 adjustment of status will start. Depending on how long it takes, usually it's been taking around 3 to 9 months or something like that. You get your conditional green card. Process comes back to normal again. Conditional green card valid for 2 years. 90 days before the validity expires, you file for I-829. Once your I-829 is approved, you get your permanent green card. So we have 3 projects as of now which are in the market and we are offering. I would like to discuss all those 3 projects in detail with you. If you want to discuss that, meet me on my booth and we can discuss in detail. But on a general thing, I can tell you all the 3 projects that we have, all 3 qualifies for rural TEA. That means they have priority processing and visa set-asides. One of them is lakefront states and villas. This particular project, the most important thing, has an I-956F approval. As I said during the panel, sorry. Oh, sorry, am I not audible? Oh, sorry. So what I was trying to tell you is that, sounds weird to me. Anyways, Lakefront Estates and Villas, this particular project is in Florida, Central Florida. Number one thing, what I was speaking about in the panel, that this is an I-956F approved project. As I said in the panel that there are only two ways you can get denied. Either the project gets denied or there's a problem with your source of funds. Now, the problem with your source of funds is something which you can control. You do not file unless and until the attorney gives you a green signal. So that can be taken care by you. But this is something that you need to choose very wisely. I would suggest the same thing again. When you have projects which are great and which are I-956F approved, why to go for a project wherein you are awaiting an approval? So choose a project which is an I-956F approved project. Luckily, all the three projects that we have are I-956F. We already have multiple I-5260 approvals coming in to this particular project. We already have conditional green card approvals in this particular project as well. To give you a bit of highlight of this particular project, so, as I said, it qualifies for rural TEA, and, this is in Central Florida. It is the place of the location of this particular project is chosen so wisely that it is very, very near to all the major cities of Florida. So the first question comes into the mind of people hearing about rural development, rural TEA. It's like, fine, you have the plans to develop this particular kind of infrastructure, but from where are you going to get those resources and manpower to complete that? So to answer that question for you, this is very, very closely located to all the major cities like Palm Beach, Orlando, Miami, all these places which are like 2 to 2.5 hours in a car. So this particular project has proper manpower and resources available to complete this particular kind of construction. It is a construction of 1,300 homes, 1,000 single-family saleable units, 300 multi-family rental units, and 780,000 square feet of commercial spaces. The first phase of 300 units are already into construction. All the entire 300 units are already sold out. So wonderful, wonderful real estate to look into. This is the most important slide for any investor. This shows you the capital stack of this particular project, which means the entire money game. Now, whenever, apart from being pioneers in the rural TEA industry, in this industry, in rural TEA, we are also kind of pioneers in structuring the first position senior lending, lending capital stack or acquiring that particular position. So in this particular project, you can see EB5, we are trying to raise 100 million, 125 EB5 investors, and rest everything is developers' equity. If you look at the LTC, which is the loan to cost ratio, this is the lowest in the entire market. There's no other project with 15.27% of LTC as low as that. Now, 50 million is like US government, like Florida government supports rural development. So it's like a government bond which is called Community Development District given by the government of Florida. It's like ready cash given to the developer. Now this particular 50 million, you can take it as developer's equity because developer doesn't need to refund that to the government. It's the people who are buying those houses will be refunding back over a period of 25 years in small portions every year. The biggest benefit of having the senior lending position is, number one, you will be the first one to get your money back. There's nobody standing in front of you at the time of repayment. On top of that, if things go south, you have the first rights on the property. Only the value of the land without any vertical construction is 143 million, which alone collateralizes your EB5 loan. The entire project is collateral to your EB5 loan. So as I said before, if you want to talk in detail about this particular project, please come to my booth and we can discuss in detail. Because I don't think with the time limit given to me, I'll be able to do that. So we'll quickly come to Yellowstone Club Phase 2. So how much more time do I have? No, not exactly. Not exactly. So please please know about Yellowstone Club Phase 2. Now, Yellowstone Club Phase 2 is another wonderful, this is the top project of this market. This year, we just got the top project award in Miami from EB5 Investors Magazine as well. This particular project also qualifies for rural TEA. That means it has priority processing and visa set asides. Also, it has I-956F approval. We have multiple I-5 260 approvals coming in. From December last year, we started getting I-485 approvals. And some of them are Indians, and they got it approved in around 8 months to 12 months. That has been the average. This is very important. I will cover the other project in this slide as well. I won't take a lot of your time. So Yellowstone Club Phase 2 is the 4th project by Cross Harbor Capital. It is located in Big Sky, Montana, in the state of Montana. And as I said, it is the 4th project by Cross Harbor Capital, who owns more than 91% of the developable land in that particular area. And this is second phase of a project called Yellowstone Club Phase 1, wherein everybody have got their permanent green cards and everybody have got their money back as well. It is in the same province, you have one and only, the other project of ours, which is also an I-956F approved project with I-526E approvals and multiple conditional green card approvals as well. In fact, that's the only project in the market which has, wherein more than 85% of the people who have invested in that, they're already approved. There are very few slots available in that. Both these particular projects are in the first position, having the senior lending position. Yellowstone Club Phase 2, there's a developer's equity of 61.26% subordinate to your EB-5 loan, and in year one and only, which is the construction is complete. The project is open partially from December last year and will be completely open by June this year. That has also the first position lending structure. EB5 is in the first lien with 35% of developers' equity subordinate to that. That is if anybody is looking to file EB5 in the coming 1 or 2 months, it's no-brainer. One and only can be the best project you can get into. You have all the jobs created. You have the construction complete. No risk of construction. So just go ahead, file with that. You cannot get your I-829 denied, and the project has already in operations, so nothing like it. In Yellowstone Club, the project started in construction 2022 December, and it's almost 50% completed. More than 4,000 jobs are already created. We are looking for 500 investors in Yellowstone Club Phase 2. Almost more than 480 subscribers are already there, with more than 412 people have already wired in the money. So if anybody is looking for great projects with senior lending options, like senior lending position, that kind of security, that kind of extra layer of security available, please go ahead, come to me, talk to me on my booth, and I would love to present or talk in detail about all the offerings that we have. So that was me, gentlemen and ladies, Abhishek Singh. If you have any questions, you can ask me now. I'm going to be here today. I'm going to be here tomorrow as well. Let's talk if you guys are interested in filing for EB5.